Biden also said in 2002, I do not believe this is a rush to war. I believe it's a march to peace and security. So, Andrew Cockburn, if you could comment on his two runs for president, both failed. You know, all the media is saying the polls show he's the, #1 now, followed by Bernie Sanders. But, of course, he's got the biggest name recognition nationally. He was vice president for 8 years under President Obama.
Well, that's right. I mean, it is largely a factor of name recognition. But also, I mean, we have to think about those two runs and what it showed. First of all, there was, as we've discussed, this astonishing gaffe in 1988, where he wasn't just plagiarizing this British politician, by the way. It turned out that his speeches also had extensive passages lifted from Bobby Kennedy and Martin Luther King, unbelievably. So it's kind of, it's hard to explain. It's really a sort of mental issue. But then that sank his. It's not clear that his campaign was going anywhere anyway at that time. And then in 2008. He didn't even have that excuse of a plagiarism. I mean, he made an astonishing remark about Barack Obama early on, where he described him as clean. I mean, it was a very sort of racist, almost racist-sounding, patronizing remark. And he got nowhere. He really sputtered, and his campaign sputtered and died. So it's pretty bizarre to me, this sort of cheering squad for Biden, run, Joe, run. And I think actually what clip you showed featured of him at the firefighters convention yesterday was very telling, because it sounded like I can hear Donald Trump invoking low energy again. He didn't sound like a ready-to-go politician at all to me. He sounded sort of rather weary. I have the feeling sometimes that in his heart, he doesn't want to do it. That's why we've had this sort of Hamlet performance for months now. And the people around him, all these longtime aides, this is their chance for, a ticket in the big game, to be in on a big-time presidential campaign, and they're kind of pushing him into it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think, if he does run, those poll numbers will come down in a hurry. He's not an effective campaigner. He hates preparation. He hates, debate prep. He's not a great fundraiser. He doesn't like having to sort of kowtow to big donors to get money. He's got such an inflated ego. I really think that I'm not the only person saying this. People who've known him for a long time think the same, that what he really wants is to be anointed. Please, Mr. Biden, please come and be our candidate. Please come and be our president, without having to go through the hard grind, the incredible exhaustion of a modern presidential campaign.